Hello guys and welcome back to my channel Cool Games TV, and today our topic is about how to farm crystals. So one of my subscriber commented asking how to farm crystals, so shout out to Michael Nonato. So today I'm going to discuss this guide in English. So nosebleed muna tayo mga idol. So I'll be trying my best to explain it in English, okay? So we have three currencies here in Ragnarok X Next Generation: the Zenny, Crystal, and the Diamond. So the most valuable currency here that is used the most is the crystal, because this crystal is used to buy diamonds, buy equipments, cards, and a lot more. So I'll be teaching you how to farm crystals in OBT. Okay, so this guide will work on OBT. Okay, and I'll be comparing. So I'll be showing you the two choices that I have made, and then we will compare them. And I'll be showing you what is the pros and cons of both of those two options that I just chose. So first things first, you can actually gain crystals by selling your items here. Once you have obtained white items from instance like golden teeth bug, you can just sell them here. You can sell all of the white items here in exchange for crystals. You can also sell your cards. These cards are looted on the wilderness. These cards are not from the gacha, because the cards from gacha are already bound. You're unable to sell them to exchange. So without further ado, I'll be teaching you how to farm crystals daily. So the first thing you will need to do is actually check the exchange. So this guide will work around with, or this guide will be showing you all about like life skills. So you can actually gain a lot of crystals by doing life skills. So if you haven't watched my video, I have created a life skill guide. I'll be putting it on the link below or on the comment. You can watch it if you don't know how to do life skills. Okay, so if you already know how to do the life skill, I'll be showing you now the guide. Okay guys, so let's start with checking the exchange. So let me ride with this thing again. So let us check the exchange. So you can actually choose from 3 life skills. But before that, let me check the life skills first. So on my current level, so we expect that we only have like level 1 life skills. So I haven't touched any of this yet, but I did like mining a bit. So all of my skills, life skills, are all level 1. So I'll be showing you what is the amount of crystals that you were able to get on your first day playing ROX in the C server. So that's going to be on Friday, so you might actually watch this video on Thursday or on the same date. So let's start with fishing. Okay, so this is level 2, so let's cross this out. So let me check. So from here up to here, or up to here, here are all the items that you can actually fish. Level 1 fishing, and then level 1 mining up until this item, trap aluminium. All of these are level 1. Gardening from here to here. Now let's check the exchange, so we can actually check their prices. Okay, so here are the level 1 mining items. So far, the highest amount is this one, the rough Oridicon. It is 203. And by the way, guys, I'm actually currently playing here in Taiwan server. So this amount is fluctuating, and this is an old server already. It is open for a few months now, I guess less than a year. So the prices might differ on the C server. So we can expect that it is different on the C server. That is why I'm showing you to check the item price and exchange first to know what is the best item to sell to gain crystal. Okay, so as you can see here, all of the level 1 mining materials are just cheap. The highest amount is the rough Oridicon 203 crystal. And it is actually hard to focus on mining this because once you started mining, all of these materials are randomly being mined, so you're unable to specifically mine this item only. So it is hard to sell this, and it is hard to farm crystals by selling mining materials. So let's cross this out. Let's go with gardening. Okay, let's check. Okay, so basically all of these flowers are level 1. So you're able to harvest these flowers on your first day once you have reached the exact level where you're able to farm this once you have unlocked the life skills. So the highest flower is this staff mine as of the moment, followed by these two. Okay, so let's go with fishing. Okay, so all of these items are level 1 from here. Level 1 fishing, you're able to fish them. Okay, so the highest amount is the shell, 647 as of the moment, but the price might change. So it can change after an hour. So every time you check the exchange, the price is actually fluctuating. Okay, now you can actually choose either fishing or gardening or harvesting. But I'm thinking that I won't recommend the gardening first on your first week on the C server because of this. So those items that you can actually fish are used to create this strengthening materials. That is why those fishing materials are actually in demand. They are high in demand on the first week of the server, or maybe on the first month, because your priority on the first month is to strengthening all of your equipments from weapon to accessories, and then refine them for to at least +4 to activate the refine bonus. So the gardening or the flowers that you can actually get from gardening are used to create enchanting materials, and you're not going to do enchanting on your first day, and they're not actually cheap. That is why I'm not going to recommend you doing the gardening on the first day to farm crystals. But we're going to do it anyway, just to show you the comparison. Since we're here in the Taiwan server, you can actually do this after a few months once the server is quite old and everybody's doing the enchantment. You can start doing gardening. So I'll be showing you that one as well. So we're going to compare the two on which method will going to benefit us on what on how much crystal is actually the best. By doing those two, we're going to compare them. So let us start with fishing. So remember, I'm only level 1 on fishing. So it is only located here in Frontera South Gate. Or if you don't know how to get there, just click the item, then click this. Okay, before we go there, let me just buy automatic rod fishing. But I'm not going to suggest you to do like automatic fishing because the rod itself is not so cheap. This is not cheap, so I will just recommend you to do the manual fishing. Okay, so first you will need to decide which item to get first. Let's go back to fishing. Okay, so far the shell is the highest. It is being sold for 647 crystals. So let us check what is the bait that is recommended to get this one. So if you're not going to use a bait, you will be getting random fishing materials here, but we're going to increase the chance by buying this rattan. You can just get it by buying it in Alberta by Zenny. Okay, so before we start fishing, let us go to Alberta and buy the bait for this shell. I'm just going to pause the video just to make this video short. I'll get back to you once I'm there, okay? Okay guys, so I'm here now in Alberta. You just need to look for this NPC here, which is the bait merchant. Then just click the bait shop. Okay, it is located here. Alright, so first, basically every day you will be able to gain at least 2,000 Odin's blessing. So 600 plus 1,4, so 2,000 and up Odin's blessing. So those Odin's blessing will be consumed while farming. So once you're done farming or grinding, you will be able to get like a 2,000 stamina. So let me check how many stamina is going to be used to fish the shell. Okay, shows here that it will provide 10 experience via fishing, and then it will consume 10 stamina as well. So 2,000 divided by 10, so we need like 200 of this rattan. Or if you have more stamina than usual, you can actually buy more than this. But usually, just to play safe, I will assume that you will be getting 2,000 stamina per day. Okay, so I will going to buy 200 pieces of this rattan. Okay, so this is not cheap. It costs 900. Okay, and now let me go back to Frontera South. Okay, so let me just pause the video again. Okay guys, so we're back now. I'm here now in Frontera South Gate. It is located here. So we'll need to fish, and we need to use this 200 bait. So this 200 rattan bait will cost you 2,000 stamina. So we're just going to assume that every day you will be getting at least 2,000 stamina. So I'll be fishing. So let me just do this. So I'll be pausing this video because it will take some time to actually consume all of this 200 bait. So I'll get back to you once I'm done. Hello guys, and I'm back. I'm done fishing and consuming all of the 200 rattans. So I was able to get 134 pieces of this shell. So once again, even if you're going to use a bait, you're unable to get 100% of that specific fish that you're trying to fish, but it will increase your chance to get the specific fish. So this is the only thing that we're going to sell in exchange. So let me just write down my starting crystals. So I have 2,970 crystals as of the moment. So we're going to sell this shell. So to sell fast, all you need to do is take this to follow the lowest price, because the item is actually fluctuating from time to time, so it will follow the trend, and you will need to lower down the price as much as possible to sell it as fast possible. So we're going to sell this for 647. So this might change depending on the hour that it is actually sold. So we're going to sell all of this. So I have 134 pieces. Okay, so I will get back to you after we sell this item. So actually I am done fishing for, it took me almost an hour to finish the 200 baits to get all of those shell. So now I'm just going to pause the video, and we're going to wait for those items to be sold in exchange. Let me just go to my main character, because I have done gardening. I have done it earlier just to shorten the video. So let me just change character. Let me just pause the video and I'll get back to you. Alright, so here's my main character. So I did gardening on this character ahead of time just to save your time watching this video. So I did harvest this type of flower. So it took me a lot of time because it is only time limited. So it took me like an hour, and then wait for its availability again after 3 hours or so. I forget the time frame, but it took me a lot of hours just by getting 100 pieces of these flowers. So by the way, that type of flower will consume 20 stamina. So my 2000 stamina gave me 100 pieces of flowers. The only good thing here, if you're going to do gardening, it will give you 100% of the specific flower. So we're going to sell it on the exchange, and then we're going to compare which one will benefit us the most. Same thing, don't forget to take this, and then make sure that it is the lowest price possible. So we're going to sell 100 pieces. And my starting Zenny or crystal is 14,696. As of the moment, we're going to write that down because we're going to deduct the income. And by the way, let me tell you the pros and cons of those two methods. So let's start with the fishing first. So I wrote down some pros and cons. So the pros on fishing is you can fish anytime. That's number one. Number two, you can do it automatically by using automatic fishing rod, but it is not recommended because it is not cheap. And then the cons or the disadvantage of the fishing method. Baits are not cheap, and you will need a decent amount of zennies to buy them. So like what I just did earlier, I bought like 200 pieces of rattan for 900,000 zennies. So they're not cheap. And fish are random. You can't get the specific fish 100%. So we're just able to get 135 or 134 pieces of shell for using 200 rattan baits. So the bait will only help you increase the chance on getting the specific fish. Okay, those are the pros and cons of fishing. Now let's go with gardening. The number one pros is you can get them for free. You don't need to spend any zennies to harvest flowers, and you can harvest the specific flower 100%, unlike fishing. So you can consume 1 or 2,000 or any amount of stamina to harvest flowers. And here are my gardening cons or disadvantages. You can't rely on gardening during the first week of the server because the flowers are used to create enchanting materials and are not the priority in early game. You can do them, but you can actually, or they can take some time before they can be sold. And you can't do gardening anytime. That is my number two cons. There's a specific time to harvest a specific flower. So if your time is only limited, if you're doing work, so if you're doing house chores, so if you're busy, gardening is actually not for you because you will need to harvest those flowers on a specific given time. And there is actually a cooldown, and the spot is actually crowded as well. So that's my third cons. There's a lot of competition, and you will need to get the spot for yourself to harvest properly. So in one spot, there are two sub spot, so you will need to have a good position to actually harvest flower, and it is not that easy. That is why I harvested those flowers ahead of time to save your time and effort. So I'm just going to pause this video. Let's wait for those two items, for the shell and this flower to be sold. I'll get back to you, and then we're going to compare the crystals. Okay. Hello guys, and I just logged back in after 7 hours. So let us check now the items that we put in exchange. Okay, so all of the items are sold. Let us claim them. Okay, so as you can see, there is a 10% tax. Okay, the total is 86,339. So we just need to deduct the starting amount. So we need to deduct 14,000 here. Okay. So this is 86,339 minus 14,696. That is our starting crystal a while ago. Okay, so the total earnings for selling 100 pieces of arcane flower is 71,643 crystals. So not bad for a level 1 flower that we got from level 1 life skill. Okay, so let's go back now to my alt character and check the item. Okay, here's my alt. Let us check the item. So previously we sold like 134 shell. Let us check the earnings. So we're going to deduct the total amount to this crystal. So the total is 81,001 crystal. We need to deduct that to 2,970 crystal. So we have here 78,031 crystal. So there is a difference of 6,388 crystals, so not bad. So this fishing method won the game compared to the gardening. So this method are actually from level 1 life skills. So you're able to get, so I was able to level up to level 2 when I'm done fishing the 200 pieces shell a while ago. So on your first day or second day, you can start earning that amount. So not bad for a low level life skill. So as you progress in game, you can actually sell better items. So let's check here. So check this out. This one cost 1,700 crystals per piece, like this, like this. Let's check the gardening as well. Okay, so I guess this is the only one that you can sell for a high price, but compared to the fish here in exchange, the fishing is actually better compared to gardening. But in sea, once the sea server is open, that's going to be Friday, you're not going to do the gardening. So I suggest do the fishing first, because there's no one who's going to buy your item or flowers, because they're not going to do enchanting on the first day. So maybe you need to wait like 15 days to a month before you start selling those flowers. But I'm still going to go to fishing, even if it is after a couple of months, because it is way more easier for me as a person to do the fishing. So as you can see here, I did two separate life skills on separate characters. So this is my alt, but maybe this one crossed in your mind that doing alt plus your main character will double your income on getting more crystals. But the bad news is that's not going to work, because there are no shared storage here. So this rocks is actually one character focused. So I do not recommend creating another character unless you would like to try a different job class. But if you're going to maximize your time, you just need to focus on one character, which is your main. So you don't need to create an alt, because it won't benefit you in terms of getting more crystals. So on my next content, I'll be teaching you on how to get a free glory pass, since there's going to be like a red mount, which is a motorcycle mount plus costume that I saw that was posted on the FB page. So I'll be teaching you how to get that for free without purchasing any diamonds in real money. So you can just do it for free. So I hope you have learned something from this content. So those values that we just gained today are just from level 1 life skill, so you will be getting more once you progress in game. Okay, so if you like this content, and if you're not subscribed yet, you can just click the like button, and you can just subscribe for more future content. I'll be teaching you more guides soon, and you can click the notification bell so that you will be updated every time I uploaded a new guide. Okay, so that is all for today, and you have a great day. Bye bye.